Hey, it's Rachelsey the movies.
We watched Coming to America. It's Coming to America.
T-O-O.
Actually, T-W-O. Regardless, on Amazon Prime. So if you don't remember, the original Coming to America, Eddie Murphy movie, probably came out in the...
See, now I thought this was going to be a sequel to the Clumps movie. But it came out in the 1980s?
Like late 80s,
It's like a long time ago.
Followed an African prince who wanted to go travel to, find himself, find his true love. And obviously hilarity unfolds from there because when you have two cultures that come together, it can often be funny. Sometimes violent, but in this case, that's not what this movie's about, okay? It's funny.
Gosh, back off, guys. It's not about violence.
I guess Eddie Murphy decided he wanted to relive Coming to America, and so he made a sequel, came out on Amazon Prime. What do you tell people? Should they go wait or skip on this movie?
I have an important question for you. Did you really love Coming to America, the first Coming to America? Not like you've accepted it as part of popular culture, but when it's on TV, do you watch it and you're like, oh, I love this movie? If you did, you're going to like the second movie because this movie is just a celebration of the first movie. It's like if you go back to visit all the old friends you love, but you don't have to relive the same thing again. It was taking the old idea, dressing it up as new. It reminds me in that way of the second Zoolander movie, which wasn't nearly as good as the first Zoolander movie, but it did take me back to the world of Zoolander and let me remember how much I loved the original Zoolander. For that reason, Rachel, I say go see this movie.
Okay.
if you answered yes to that question. If you didn't, then obviously you shouldn't watch this movie.
I'm going to say skip on this movie, even if you liked and loved the first Coming to America. I think that it's just a retread. I questioned whether or not you could take the humor and kind of just I don't know what the word is, but there is a certain kind of genuine, authenticity. There's something with the first Coming to America that I questioned if they could remake it. I was like, I don't understand how this is going to work again. Times have changed. I just wasn't sure. And so for me, I thought it was pretty much a retread, almost to the point that they even took really old music and or musicians and then brought them back and I was like, well, why? I don't understand.
It's a nostalgia play.
The whole movie was just that, and then I thought it lacked some. I didn't think everybody was there for it. I didn't think everybody on the set of the movie was all in on it. There was just something fresh, especially about Eddie Murphy in the first one, that I thought was lacking in this one. We have any spoilers? We want to talk in depth and detail about this movie?
We'll hit the spoilers here. Important spoilers. This has nothing to do with the Clumps movie, so don't think that they're connected in any way. I don't even remember the Clumps movie that well.
I've never seen the Clumps movie.
Hercules. Is that one?
I don't know.
Hercules. It's another movie, I think, where Eddie Murphy plays a lot of different parts.
A lot of the different characters. Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny. Now, Eddie Murphy hasn't been in comedy for a long time. He hasn't been in movies for a long time. Mm-hmm. I think that he was one of the celebrities that decided that he wanted to spend time with his family. And he did that. He's still Eddie Murphy, so I feel like he's able to capitalize on him being himself. Well, now, time has moved on. My opinion is that culture and comedy, television, movies, they tend to get better over time. Do you know what I mean? Or they at least tend to advance. So that's what I'm saying. If you have a nostalgia feel for the old movie and Eddie Murphy in general, then I really enjoyed this movie.
What I would like to point out is this. Eddie Murphy specifically. This movie showed clips from the original Coming to America movie. And there was one clip where it showed Eddie Murphy and I went, I felt it in my heart. I was like, hey, there's that guy. There's him. He played that character just like he owned it. He committed to that character. And I just thought when I saw this movie, I was just like, huh. Maybe. It didn't, I was like, is that Eddie Murphy? It's okay.
Maybe Eddie just needed a little cash. Can't you just help Eddie get a little cash, Rachel? I'll help you, Eddie. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But I just didn't get it. There were parts, now, Kelsey, you laughed all throughout this movie. I don't.
I like the.
I think I laughed once. I just
was-
didn't think it was.
Who was the new prince? I looked him up last night.
You did?
I did, and I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah, so Eddie Murphy's character, he's king now. He learns that he has a bastard son. Sorry, that's from quoting the movie there. In Queens, and so he heads back to America to go get his son. And can I just point out to you that I feel like that these movies tend to be like whatever, you know, they learn some kind of lesson in the movie, right? Like, you know, family's important and, you know, money's not. And, you know, this movie was about people having like a certain dignity and allowing them that. But, you know, at the end, everybody chooses the palace, you know? Like, it's like, you know what? Just screw Queens. We don't need to live in Queens. I'm going to take the people that I like and we're just going to go live in this, like, rich-ass palace. Like, at the end, it's like, that's what everything's a fairy tale about all of us ending up in a castle. Remember we watched Crazy Rich Asians and that was my thing? It's like, this is just all like a fairy tale. Yeah,
I
that
just want
guy.
one picture where I look like pretty cool like this. Jermaine Fowler is his name. I thought he was great in it. And I also thought that it was hilarious when he called that dude Matumbo, and then it was literally Matumbo. See, this kind of movie had my kind of humor.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, it was
He
funny.
was like,
There's
hey,
just-
Matumbo. But then, like, the guy got up and it was Matumbo. And he
Yeah.
was like, anyway. I liked it. I really enjoyed the movie.
I don't. It just.
I'm still laughing about it.
Yeah. So there you go. There's our review. I can't really think of anything else. I really didn't enjoy it. So we represent Rotten Tomatoes here because we're split. The last time I looked at Rotten Tomatoes, when we
There's
watched
only
it,
one of us that's
it was
rotten
like
here.
around 50%.
What?
I just didn't think it was
It's
very
gone
good
up
at
to
all.
51%. It has. I just literally looked.
Okay, well then it went down because I was just,
Okay, then
I was
actually went up because now
rounding.
it's 69%.
It was 53 last night. Anyway.
I made the last number up.
Okay. You're just telling lies now?
It was 51.
Okay.
I did the other thing because you said you wouldn't change it, so
Oh,
I was
okay. Yeah,
changing
yeah.
it. It's 92 now, y'all.
We knew that was a lie, and that was a lie.
The lie detector says that you are the father. See, I combined those. Remember Maury? Maury Povich? Did you watch Maury Povich?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying is like, do you remember Maury Povich? And do you kind of think it's funny how he was like, they had like lie detector shows or like.
Yeah, that's a common like joke in our culture.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like, if you were like kind of into that kind of nonsense, you might like this movie too.
But everybody thinks that's funny, but you don't like having a whole movie made about it? That's my
I'm
point.
saying, but if you would be
There just
okay with that,
wasn't-
or like, anyway, did have the lady that you like from the old SNL actress.
From SNL, yeah. And I thought she...
The one time you laughed was when she did something
She did
funny.
something. I thought she seemed real natural. Most of everybody else in the cast seemed either like they're totally playing a character, like Wesley Snipes, like he was just... Or like Eddie Murphy, who just didn't seem committed to like it didn't seem natural. It seemed unnatural. That laugh never happened in the movie.
I can't really do it. You know what else? It makes me want to watch Beverly Hills Cop. Do you remember those movies?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are good movies too. Maybe there should be a new one, Eddie.
At least the first one. I don't
I've
know
seen
if I
all
saw
of them.
I've seen the first one like 20
Have you seen
times.
48 Hours?
Yes.
Okay. What other
Just
Eddie Murphy
bring up
reviews are
a
there?
movie.
We should have an Eddie Murphy-thon.
I don't know. Trading Places, that's good.
Yeah, that's old. That's like a movie where you watch it where you're like, oh, this movie's old. And then you're like, oh, I'm old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's happened more lately where you'll see an old movie
Yeah.
that you like and you're like, oh, this movie, and then you watch it and you're like, oh, it's old. It's so old. Oh, well. Happens to everybody.
Yep.
Until then, I didn't have anything.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys.